Okay, let's get to this very simple topic, beginning topic in percentages that sometimes confuse students. Okay, so look at these three questions. What is 30% of 70? Okay, and then look at the second one. What percent of $70 is 28? And the third one, 30% of what number is so look at the question, what have you been asked to calculate? Because often students don't know even when they get the answer, they don't state it right. They don't state whether it's percentage or dollars. Okay, so here you've been given percent and an amount. Okay, so here clearly you've been asked when you get your final answer, it's a number. Here you're given the percent. What percent? So, okay, your final answer, when you get it, it should be percent. And then lastly, you're given percentage again, and you've been asked to calculate the number. Okay, so let's pay attention to the words of and then is. Okay, let's go to this table right here. Okay, so there are several methods, but let's stick with one method here. If you have a method that's already working, keep it. Okay, but here, all right, let's make a table here. On one side, it's percent, on another side is amount. Okay, you can choose to put it left or right. It doesn't matter, but just make this table, okay? And then on the left side, whatever is stated in percentages, put it on the left, on that percent, and on the any number given amount. Okay, so first question, what is 30% of $70? 30% is what? 30 over 100. So you write your 30 over 100. This is the percent side, right? 30%. Okay, and then okay, you go. So 30 over 100 should be equivalent to what? Draw your line. All right. Okay. See the bottom here? The number that comes right after the off. Okay. That's the position for it. 70. And then is goes on the top. So now you set it up, right? Okay. So 30 over 100. Let's go to the question. What percent of 70? I say that goes to the bottom, right? 70 goes to the bottom, off goes to the bottom, and then you look in the question and you see the top is missing. The is what we need to calculate. Okay, so you don't know. Choose any letter to represent that unknown. Becomes a variable. Any letter other than the letter O, because we don't want to confuse O with zero. So let's say we choose the letter A to represent our unknown. Okay, so we've got a table set up, right? Percent on the left. Okay, 30% right as 30 over 100. Off at the bottom, you see that's your unknown. So now you set it up, right? And then simplify your numbers. 30 over 100 is 3 over 10 is equal to A over 70, right? Okay, so what do you do next? I mean, just by simple proportion, you can tell that this is times 7. So this should be times 7. But just in case you cannot establish that simple proportion, okay, you remember cross multiplication. Okay, so we're going to cross multiplication. Let's do the wing that contains our variable first. Okay, so this 10 times A, if you draw this wing butterfly, if you draw this wing 10 times A, let's do that first and put it on the left. 10A. And then it should be equal to what? It should be equal to 3 times 70. 3 times 70. Okay, so 10 times A should be equal to 3 times 70. Okay, you're moving up. We're not going to write 10 times A. We write 10A. Okay. Now, what do we do next? What do we call the number multiplying your variable? It's called what? Coefficient, right? Coefficient. We need to know what that variable is. So we divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable. 10A over 10 is equal to 210 over 10. So A equals 21. 21 what? A belongs to the right side under amount. So A is an amount and it goes under dollar sign. Okay, second question. What percent of 70 is $28? Okay, can you fill the table? Try filling the table and see what, choose a variable to represent the percent, and then come and check the table. See if you put them right. Okay. All right, let's go to the table. So what percent? So clearly we don't know. That's the portion we don't know. We've been asked to find it. What percent of 70 of, see the number that comes out of, it goes here. Number that comes after is goes over there, 28. See that? Put them in the right places. We don't know. So the portion of the percent is missing. So let's choose a variable. Let's say B. So B over 100. See, always, that's 100, always. Percent means 100. So now you've got it, right? And then you say B over 100 is 28 over 70. And I like to simplify my numbers before I do my cross multiplication. But here also by simple proportion, let's see. No, we can do this by simple proportion yet. So let's simplify 28 over 7. If you're good with your factors, you know that this can be divided by what 14 goes on top 2 and it goes to your 5. If you didn't know, you see 28 can be divided by 7 and it's 4. 7 divided by 7 is 10. And then you can further simplify to 2 over 5. So you write, okay, your proportion now is B over 100 is 28 over 70, which will simplify to 2 over 5. Okay? So now you can say this is times 20, but if you didn't know, what have I told you? Okay, let's do our cross multiplication. Do the wing that contains your variable first. This times this, right? Always this times this. 5 times the letter B is 5B. It should be equal to that wing. 2 times 100. You solve for it, 40%. You get your 40, what is it? It's percent, 40%, not dollar, right? And then finally, let's go to this table. Okay, 30% of what number is 24? Okay, can you pause, set a table, and see where your variable, what is missing, and then choose a variable. 30% of, so we've been given what? 30%. So we've been given this side, 30%. So it is 30 over 100, 30 over 100 of what number? So we are missing that. S is given 24. Okay, so what are we calculating? The original amount, right? We don't know. Choose a variable. I choose Y. Simplify it. You should get 80. Are you with me? Okay, so go over the video, do it again to see if you get the answers that I did get. Try these. What is 40% of 300? Set up the table. Okay, did you get 120? And the 120 is what? It's an amount. So we put dollar sign. So it is. Okay, what percent of 300 is 210? Okay, set up table. See where your variable is. Okay, the S is given of what is missing. Percent. Calculate it. Did you get 70? And 70 what? Percent. And then lastly, 60% of what number is 180? 60%. Left side given is 180. Of is missing. So that would be the original amount. What did you get? Did you get 300? And then it's 300 what? It's amount. So it is dollars. Sorry. All right. So that concludes the video. Go ahead and practice all these. IXL, 6th grade. Take a picture of it. Keep on practicing. And all things being equal, what do I keep telling you? You shall bloom. Have a great day. Bye-bye.